Welcome to the Abstract Blood Type Wellness Podcast, where the right play meets purpose and flavor finds faith.
Blood type balance, mind, body, whole. Feed your spirit, that's the ultimate goal. We season for life.
Greetings and welcome back to the Abstract Blood Type Wellness Podcast. I am your host, AC Price, certified wellness nutrition coach and educator, and founder of AC Art of Food, where I'm here to help you eat mindfully, live intentionally, and find your rhythm through personalized wellness. All right, people, today's episode, we're two in. Today's episode is a juicy one. It is going to be addressing the elephant in the room. What science really says about blood type wellness and why you may still feel good. All right, so yeah, it's going to be juicy. We're talking about the doubters, okay? We're talking about the skeptics, the girl, that blood type stuff ain't real science type crowd, because they do exist. And we're not running from the question at all. I am absolutely going to address it head on. And in fact, I'm going to lean right on into it. You know, as I stated in the origination of this podcast, that this is not a run-of-the-mill, your usual health and wellness podcast. We niche down on blood type wellness, and that can and has caused a lot of controversy, a lot of conversation, where, you know, some physicians feel like, hey, it's not 100%. But then again, neither is prescription drugs, right? So it can be argued both ways. However, the side effects to the blood type diet or blood type wellness lifestyle is that, hey, you may not like broccoli, right? May cause you gas, but guess what? Just don't eat it. So there's not necessarily a prescription that you have to take because that doesn't feel right. And the premise of blood type wellness is plant-based. So let's kind of dig in, okay? Let's just do that. So the real talk. And we're just going to start with the honesty, because transparency builds trust. Mainstream medical nutrition sources often say blood type diets aren't scientifically proven to require different foods. And that is correct. At this time, large clinical trials have said, have not said that O's must eat this or ABs must avoid that based on antibodies alone. And so the main premise about blood type wellness or the blood type diet is that in foods, there are proteins in foods called lectins. And these particular lectins are going to thicken the blood. So with that, the blood type diet just says, hey, those foods that are going to thicken the blood, avoid them, because the thickening of the blood is going to cause inflammation. It's going to cause joint pain and chronic illnesses. And so the theory is that, hey, those foods that thicken the blood with the lectins, which are the proteins found in these foods, let's avoid those foods for this particular blood type. And the ones that, the foods that, are favorable, that thin the blood so that the blood flow can, flow easily and fluidly through the veins and arteries, let's have those foods to be consumed that appear to be medicinal for the body, if you will. Okay. So that's just the main premise behind the blood type diet and how the foods react to the blood. The nuance about it, though, is that most people who try blood type eating still report feeling better, lighter, clearer headed, less inflamed, more energetic, less bloating, and even have lost weight. So what gives? Is it a placebo, or is it just something bigger that's happening that's just not being addressed? Or has it been? So here's the part that the headlines skip. Even when people don't follow the blood type nutrition perfectly to a T, the three biggest changes they do make are scientifically backed. Okay, so 1, you automatically eat fewer ultra-processed foods. So all blood types are encouraged to reduce prepackaged food consumption. Okay, science says it across the board. Processed foods are increasing inflammation, weight gain, hypertension, fatigue, all that crap, right? But And removing these foods alone, that is an instant upgrade. Okay. 2, you eat more plants and whole foods. So your leafy greens, your fresh veggies and fruit, beans, legumes, seafood, teas, and your herbs, all that stuff, the Mediterranean diet, the base of that, right? Your body loves these. Why? Because they grow from the ground. They grow from the earth. God's given medicine for your body. And every study across the board agrees with that. So even if your benefits aren't blood type specific, they are nutrition specific. And then 3, you become an intentional eater, not an accidental eater, right? It's about awareness. Blood type isn't restrictions. It's about mindful choices, intentional choices, and listening to your body. And you eat slower, you eat on purpose, you eat with intention, you're eating mindfully, and you're even eating with curiosity. So this shift alone is going to improve digestion, cortisol balance, perimenopausal, menopausal, glucose control, and satiety. So it's going to keep you satisfied, right? So what role does blood type play? Here's the thing. Blood type wellness is not a religion. It's not, a strict rule book or a never eaten this again type lifestyle. Even the originator of the blood type diet, Dr. Diademo, stated that, hey, Rome wasn't built in a day. It's not that, you have to immediately stop eating all of these things cold turkey and start eating these things immediately, right? Some people can. That's great. But that's just not realistic. This is just essentially a framework. It's a starting point, a guide that helps you simply understand what certain foods can energize you, why some foods may leave you feeling heavy, why stress affects people differently, and why your digestion feels stronger at certain times than others. So even if the science isn't 100% backed or locked in, here is the truth. People who use their blood type as a guide tend to lose weight more effectively and effortlessly, experience fewer digestive issues, reduce bloating, feel more energized, and develop calmer nervous systems. So your stress is managed and maintained. And why? Right? Because the recommendations naturally overlap with proven anti-inflammatory, heart-healthy, whole food principles. Okay? So here's where abstract wellness stands. Okay? I love the science about it. I respect the research, and I will not ignore the data ever. But I'm also going to honor the lived experience, okay? Your body's true wisdom, its rhythms, and its unique biological footprint. So in this podcast, I'm not trying to, push any type of a certainty, okay? It's not about offering any type of, camouflage or anything. It's about offering tools, frameworks, empowerment is what I'm offering. And now you'll always hear me say, just try the blueprint, just try it. Okay. Give it 30 days, but listen to your body louder than you listen to any rule about what you should and should not be eating. Each person is a snowflake. Everybody is different. Okay. Only you can tell. Nobody knows your body, nor has it been with your body longer than you. No one but you. So blood type wellness is here to guide you, not bind you. I like that. Put it on a shirt. Yeah. Here to guide you, not bind you. Okay. So here we are at the closing, and your Thrive thought for this episode is wellness isn't just science. It's self-study. Okay. So this week, I want you to try one blood type aligned swap. Type O's, try trading in a heavy grain for a leafy green. Okay. My type A's, decide on a different green tea, a calming green tea. Try a jasmine or a ginger green tea. My type B's, let's experiment, say, with some type of fermented foods, even a high quality yogurt. Okay. Let's try that for some gut health, for thriving. And then my ABs. Let's try a soothing seafood based meal, okay? Not as a rule, guys, okay? But as an experiment, as an act of curiosity even, okay? If you feel better, then hey, that's your evidence, okay? So thank you again for tuning in to another episode of the Abstract Blood Type Wellness Podcast. I want you to share this episode. Please share with someone who's on the fence, maybe even, or loves a good wellness conversation, right? And remember to always season with intention, sip with mindfulness, and always, 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 over rules, listen to your body. Great eats and healthy living.
We season for life, body, soul, mind. Healthy don't mean tasteless, we redefine. From the root to the fruit, from the plant to the plate. We cooking with love and